Hey guys, this is Stephanie, and I am Stacks on Stacks on Stacks! Today I'm coming to you guys with another Judge That Book by the Cover, and I have my two nieces with me. I have Paige, the beautiful,
Hi.
and Cassie, the lovely. My nieces are sisters. They're, 18 months apart?
Yeah, it's
18, about 18, 20 months, somewhere in there. So they're pretty close in age. And they are going to see who can judge books better by the cover. First one we're going to talk about is Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. And I will let Paige start with this one. Paige, what do you think this book is about, based on the cover?
Well, my first thought is Pirates of the Caribbean.
Sure.
But I'm sure that's not it because it's a city. So I'm going to go with some chick that is trapped in a city for life. I'm sure there's magic in there somewhere too.
Why not?
She must like to sail. Yeah.
She's a pirate. And in case you guys would like to see the cover, it's just beautiful. All right, Cassie.
Okay.
What is this book about?
So I think it is about a girl that has a secret life of being a pirate, and she now has treasure and all of the things. And it's about how one day she gets shipwrecked on an island. She gets stuck there.
Great.
All right. Okay. So Passenger is about a girl who can travel through time.
Knew it.
But she didn't know it yet. So she kind of gets pulled through time, and that's how she finds out that she can travel through time. And she actually has to travel back in time to save her mother, who's also a time traveler.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
She does get on a ship, which is funny because when I first read this book, I didn't ever notice the ship. And you got like 7 or 8 chapters on a ship, and I was like, that's interesting. I finally looked at the cover, and I was like, oh, I see it. There's a boat. I didn't see that at first. Let me think. Who was closer? I might give this one to Paige. Ha!
Yeah.
She's a little bit closer, even though neither of you were very close at all. But that's okay. Okay.
Great. It's fine.
It's fine. Okay, the next one is Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson. I have a few different ones of this one, but judging by this cover, Cassie goes first.
Okay. Warbreaker is about a woman, and she is training to be a warrior, but no one really wants her to be because all of the guys and the men can be like the warriors in their society, and it's just about her like
Very
trying
Mulan.
trying to fight her way to the top and like defeat the evil sources and things. So yeah.
I'd read a Mulan book.
Yeah.
I would. I'd totally read a Mulan book.
So I think that this is about an outcast. In a world of color, I think she's the one that's like black and white, the rebel, the one that wants to go out and do stuff that you haven't seen. There's obviously a magic element, as I've read Brandon Sanderson books before. Yeah, I think that they just go out and rebel and do all the bad things, and they come together.
All right. So, I read this book in spring and I loved it. And I'm not sure exactly which female character this is on the front cover here. It could be a few of the different ones. But either of the ones it is, either of the two, this is a princess that is being forced to marry somebody she's never met, like an arranged marriage. She has to go marry a guy called the God King. Yes. And the whole point of her marrying him is to, have his kid, and then they'll most likely kill her after she gets pregnant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, not a lot of incentive, huh? However, there is a very intricate magic system in this book.
Oh, you got it.
Yes, where people's breath are interpreted into other people and it becomes magic and things like that. So this is going to go to Paige for guessing the magic system. Next, we are going to talk about the Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater, and we're going to start with Paige.
Alrighty, so I think this is about probably like an orphanage or like a troubled home for boys or something, and they find magic, or just one of them happens to be like magic or something, and then they decide to go and kind of get away from it, and it's about their journey through that, and then they're going to be chased after by everyone. So I think this is their story of escaping the police and everything, and I think it's set not in present day. I think it's set in like the early 1900s, late 1800s.
All right. The Raven Boys.
Okay. Well, I think that this book is about kind of like a werewolf type of thing, where they change into like ravens or whatever, and then they like go back to like their regular selves, I guess. And so they're like a superhero type thing, so like they can like save people, and then they get to like fight.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're both super wrong.
Oh boy.
The Reef Boys takes place modern day.
Oh.
It is about a group of boys that are from a school called Aglenby. It's like a private school, prep school for boys.
I already got it.
They call them the Raven Boys. That's where the title comes from. And then a girl whose name is Blue. And basically they are like researching a supernatural king. This non-Celtic king, I can't remember where he's from. They're trying to find his body where he was buried on ley lines so they can have one wish. And there's a lot of supernatural and magic. So I'm actually going to give this one to Cassie because she said supernatural and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it is modern day. So I'm going to give this one to Cassie.
Dang.
This one is The Disappearances by Emily Brain Murphy. What's this one
Okay.
about?
I think that this is like a horror story type thing, and a group of friends go into an abandoned house and they find this mirror, and one of them gets like sucked into another dimension, and so like the other ones try to like figure out how to get them out.
That sounds horrible.
I think it's definitely something magical, as there's a very obvious
magical
mirror on the front with a mysterious human holding it. So I think that there's probably some like, I don't know, treasure hunters or something, and they're kind of like looking for this stuff, and then multiple ones go missing at the same site, so that it's like mysterious and all this stuff, and then they kind of have to figure out all of the magic and everything that's behind all of them so that they can solve the disappearances.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a book that's set around the World War II-ish.
Okay.
And this girl, her mom died when she was young, and her father was sent overseas. So her and her brother go and live with her mom's best friend back where her mom grew up in that hometown.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as they get there, they realize odd things are happening. Like, they cannot smell the flowers. All the flowers have no scent.
Mm.
They don't have reflections.
Oh.
Things like weird things have disappeared.
Oh.
And they are trying to figure it out. And it is a mystery, and it is a group of people trying to figure it out. But it's not really scary. Like, it's suspenseful, and there's some things you're like, that's weird. But it's not really scary. So I will give this one to Paige.
Yes.
Next one we're going to talk about is The Poison Study by Maria V. Schneider. And I have read this one.
I think this one is magic, once again, because you can't go wrong with magic, right? I think that this is about a girl who has probably like a teenage girl, maybe like an orphan. I do believe that this one is dystopian. So I think it's probably in like a future setting where they have a weird society and society looks at them weird. And then there's this chick who wants to study something that's forbidden. A poison study. It's bad for her and it's illegal and whatnot, and yeah.
All right, bad and illegal.
Okay. So I think that The Poison Study is about a girl who studies poison, I guess, and goes into like a deep sleep, is like killed or something like that, and then her friends or other people that she was like studying it with were like they have to study her to figure out all of this like magic, I guess, like magic, I guess.
Okay. Oh gosh, guys, this one's hard. Okay.
Okay.
Poison Study takes place in kind of a kingdom, like a king and queen kingdom kind of world.
Monarchy.
A monarchy. Old-fashioned, no cars, we ride horses here. And she is on death row. And when you're about to be killed, they give you an option. You can either be killed, or you can become the food tester for the king and taste for poisons.
Oh.
And she chooses to study poisons and become a food tester rather than die.
Mm-hmm.
She's a teenage girl. She's an orphan.
Got that part right.
There is magic in this world. They don't go to a lot of it in this one. They go more in the other books, I believe, into the magic. But I'm going to give it to Paige because she got a couple of those points. So
Yeah, I'm
gonna...
not good at this game.
Hey, do not discount yourself yet. The game is not over. This is... And Then There Were None.
So, And Then There Were None, like the picture, I think it's about people who live on an island or a very small town or village, and then they just start disappearing mysteriously. It's a mystery because I'm pretty sure Agatha Christie is a mystery, right?
Pretty
So-
much.
You can't say anything.
And so
It's mysterious, we'll say that.
And so it's a mystery book where they try to find all the, like, what the weird things are happening, why they're happening, and trying to find the people who are disappearing. So
As previously stated, I do believe that this is a mystery, as I've heard about these from her before, and it's Agatha Christie, hence the beautiful Agatha Christie collection.
And that's only a third of the books she wrote.
Oh,
What?
wow.
I need so many more.
Yeah, so this is definitely like a mystery suspense thing, I think. So I think it has to do with like probably like a ship or like, I don't know, a train or something. And there happened to be like a murder or a curse or something. But yeah, it's just a mystery of how they solved the murder and saved the day.
All right.
Save the day.
Save the day. This is a murder mystery. It is about a bunch of people who meet on an island.
oh yeah, you told us about that. Now I
And
remember.
now you're remembering. But it's a tiny island. Like, it's kind of where you can stand on the house and you can look and you can see all the edges of water. Small
Yeah.
island. So they go to this island. They're the only people on this island. And they are the only people there. And then people start dying one by one by one. And they have to figure out who's killing people rather quickly.
Yes.
Or else
Before
we'll
they
be
go.
dead.
I'm gonna give this one to Cassie. No
Oh.
boats, no trains. We just have an island. That's
Oh,
it.
okay.
So that was pretty good, Little Miss. I can't do any of them. We will
You
see
got
though.
two.
The next one we have is Red Rising by Pierce Brown.
I think this is a dystopian one, just from the cover and like the abstract name, like many others that I've read, like Red Queen, Uglies, and Hunger Games. That's the one.
Hunter.
So I think it's like more of like a futuristic setting with the kind of like mystery suspense setting with like rebels and a controlling government that control everything about how this. And I think it's definitely a very climactic point in this book where the plot just like crashes and goes somewhere you completely don't expect it to. Yes.
All right, Cassie.
Okay.
Red Rising.
I think this is in like a magical world where I guess since like there's a bird on, like where animals can talk.
Okay.
I guess where they can like talk. They go on a journey. Their parents have gone missing, and so they want to find out why and like where they went and if like they're still alive and all that kind of stuff. And they figure out that they are like a long lost princess or prince or something, and they yeah.
All right. Red Rising. This is a book that takes place on Mars.
Oh.
It is futuristic. It is definitely sci-fi. And basically we are following a character named Darrow. And he is a red. A red is the lowest on the caste system, and a gold is the highest. And he is a red, and it is a story about him rising up against the oppressive government.
Aha!
So Paige got that one.
I told you I'm bad at this game.
Told you I'm bad at this game. Okay, I got one
I
more.
would get the gift card and a candle.
Oh, we didn't say what they were playing for, did we? Okay, they're playing for a gift card to Starbucks and a candle. They can choose one of my candles. I have a bunch of them, and I will give them a gift card to Starbucks. It's called Station 11 by Emily St. John Mendel.
Station 11 is about a girl who lives like an Indian, and that's where like these tents are for, I guess. And she wants to go out into like civilization, I guess, and like start her own life. But her parents and everyone, like her family and stuff, don't want her to do that because it's just something that they don't allow in their culture, I guess. And she leaves on a train, and then she gets off at a station 11.
All right. I think this happens to be about like a nomadic thing, you know, like how you have camping trails and stuff and they have like different like camping stations. I think this is where the tents come in, is like a hiking trail somewhere in the mountains of somewhere, and there is a murder or someone disappears or some big event or like some girl gets raped or something and we don't know about the process. I do think that it's a mystery, hence the little knives crossing right there.
It's nice.
Yeah,
I think so.
like daggers kind of thing. So I do think that someone gets like injured or hurt or killed or something, and I think it's about how they're trying to find the culprit who did it and get them jailed.
All right.
Can we just give this point to Paige already because I already know what she won?
A lot of people got killed in this book, actually. A lot.
So it's Paige.
I will tell you what it's about, though. This is an adult fiction book, probably sci-fi. It's futuristic, a little futuristic. Basically, this sickness comes through, and it kills like 75% of the world.
Oh.
So a lot of people die.
Yes.
And then because so many people are dead, the world cannot function as it could before. So things like electricity isn't running, and cities are shutting down because people died of this virus. So we became a more nomadic society with small encampments here and there that can survive independently. In this one, we are following a group of performers. They do Shakespearean plays, and they play instruments like orchestra instruments. And they kind of go from encampment to encampment, giving entertainment and spreading joy in a world that's probably kind of joyless. And it kind of jumps from that time back to the time when the virus was spreading back and forth. And it's highly multiple perspective as well. I'm going to get this one to Paige.
I knew it. I told.
She got 20 the points high. If it makes you feel better, you're both really wrong on almost all of them.
Yeah, but she was closer.
She was less wrong. So Paige gets a candle.
Woohoo!
And I get the gift card.
And I get the gift.
Well, that was really fun, actually.
Yes.
Did you
No,
have fun?
it wasn't.
Okay. Just checking.
It was great. I got
Paige
all the
had
books.
fun. Cassie didn't have fun. And I was amused. And I lost a candle. Do you want to pick out your candle? So she picked out a candle. She picked out the Little Mermaid. Smell it. It smells great, guys.
Oh, yes.
Smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision. Doesn't that smell so refreshing?
Mmm.
Refreshing.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you guys for joining us today for our fun and game family shenanigans.
Yes.
With our winner. And Cassie got second place. Woo!
Out of 2.
Not the point. That's not the point. Go ahead and comment down below if you've read any of these books, and of course your thoughts on these books, or if you think I have a book that would be a good one to pull the wool over their eyes. Wool.
What does that mean?
I should have done wool, but I didn't. By all means, let me know about that. Otherwise,
Don't forget to like.
Or subscribe.
and don't forget to leave a comment because I love those. I post videos on Tuesdays and Fridays, so you can find me here then. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hey guys, this is Stephanie, and I'm Stacks on Stacks on Stacks. You missed it.
Sorry.
Oh, wait, we're doing it together.
Yes.
Oh.
So this next one is a graphic. Hello, puppies. Welcome. Oh, just the one. Oh, where there's one,
the other one.
there'll be another. Oh, there's the other half of the
You want to say
brain.
hi to the camera?
You can pick them up. They are awkward.
I can't. 1, 2, 3.
Because they're so fat.
You're a fat dog.
You could have that dog. Do you, Serenity? What is this book about? Oh, you touched me. She's like, this book here is about a girl who wears red lips.
All right, here's
Like
your
I have
thumbnail
worn.
right there.
I'd read that.
Yeah.
I already know what this one's about. I think that this is about.
You already know what it's about?
Yeah, it's about the girl who perceives herself as a teddy bear, right? A freaky
Teddy-
like
teddy
teddy bear
bear.
inspector where she like.
Yes, how did you know?
Because you showed it to me the last time I was here and I read it.
I
That
didn't
didn't
know
count.
that.
Yeah.
She sees herself as a monster.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, not a
And
teddy
like a
bear.
detective monster. And she's
Yeah.
and it takes place in like the 30s, and she helps solve crimes. I mean, look at that artwork. Like ballpoint pen.
Yeah.
I'm like amazed. Okay.
So I
then-
got the point.
We should.
No!
I should
No.
have faked it.
It doesn't count. It doesn't count. Mulligan. Okay, we'll do a different one.
I don't know where I'm going.
We don't either.
No.
So we have talking animals and a
yes.
journey. And a guy or a girl.
Okay, go on.
Tough to tell.